Come check out this transformation with me. My highlighted client wanted to go into a all-over blonde color. Her inspiration was like a Debbie Harry blonde. It was going to be sort of a raw blonde, a little bit golden, and not necessarily white or silvery or ashy. I asked her what her budget was, and she said she was open. This was going to be a big job, and I let her know we were probably going to expect some breakage, and it was going to be an expensive appointment, and she agreed and was ready for the jump. My unpopular opinion is that a platinum card isn't always needed. For my straight, silky haired girlies who are level 2 through 5, this video is not for you. Y'all can use a platinum card. Here I am. My first step in my application is applying to the darkest banding with no highlights, and I'm doing it off the scalp with 10 volume, and then I am slowly going to be painting all of the color into the highlighted part in sort of a balayage technique. The trick to making this work is the saturation. I'm using an intense amount of saturation on the darkest banding, and I'm just very softly feathering a little bit of bleach into the rest. You can see our varying levels of saturation right here. It is going to be nearly impossible to pull out every single little blonde piece and not overlap, so this is why I warned her she was probably going to deal with a little bit of breakage. Even though this application looks quite messy, it's actually very precise and thorough. I'm leaving out those very bleached ends so that they do not overprocess and break. And once I've got that first application done, I'm going to go back in through my roots. And if I need to repaint anything on the ends, I am going to saturate a little bit more full. Once everything is processed, I'm going to go ahead and pull those through the ends and just brighten up those little bits. And finally, I'm putting a cap on everything just to encapsulate the heat and stop anything from drying out. Some parts had dried out in my previously highlighted parts, which was intentional and worked well. Here we have our first bleach. As soon as those roots lifted to the level that I wanted, I rinsed everything out. And we can see not bad for our first round. I did go back through it for a second round and I forgot to film it. So my second round, I did a very precise application off the scalp. I did weave out the pieces that were previously bleached blonde. And shockingly, we actually did not have any breakage today. Before proceeding with my second bleach, I did not use any treatments or conditioner because I wanted to see if there was any breakage and how the health of the hair would be as I combed through it raw right after a fresh bleach. Here are the results of my second bleach that I did on wet hair with 10 volume once again. Processed that for about 25 minutes and we landed at this beautiful level 910. My toner here is Redken Shade ZQ, mostly 9GI with a little bit of 9AA. And a little bit of 9G to keep everything nice and bright and warm. We didn't want to go ashy with this one or dark. We wanted like a bright Debbie Harry bleach blonde that almost looked like a raw bleach with no toner. This service took about 5 hours and cost $5.75. Let me know what you think in the comments.